Hey, it's Kevin, and thank you so much for coming by for another No BS social media chat. I think it's a timely topic, and well, over the course of the last few years, we've actually touched on it a time or two. And the topic today is really talking about, well, how you should conduct yourself on social media. We have a president going into office who, let's be honest, is a loose cannon, a wild card, offends some people, excites others with everything he does on social media. There is no filter. He doesn't care. Do I advise you doing what President Donald Trump does? I don't advise it, but it's a possible strategy. And the reason I say that is this. Going back years ago now, I've been doing social media for over a decade now, and one of my friends who was kind of always a little suspect of social media, didn't really get it, didn't really like it, and well, I think really, in all honesty, even though he never told me this, always felt that he couldn't believe I actually made money teaching people how to do it, advising people and things like that. And I told him, I said, mark my words, someday we're going to have a country music star, because this guy worked in the country music industry, that's going to leap to bigger bounds of stardom based on social media more than on his music performance. Well, lo and behold, it happened probably 5-6 years ago now. I don't even remember how many years ago now, with country singer Blake Shelton, who, because he was just so himself, he was so unfiltered, he was so out there, he was so outrageous on Twitter, he built a huge following. And when NBC's TV show The Voice came looking for judges, somebody thought about that little country singer who had a few number one hits, who was starting to gain some success, but more importantly, was unpredictable, was entertaining, was outrageous, and would be perfect for this TV song competition show they were doing. Well, needless to say, Blake Shelton went from being the lowest paid judge on The Voice to the highest paid judge. I believe he and Adam are the only ones who have been judges in every single, and I use the word season because it's not a yearly season now, it's however long they do the episodes. And it's a pretty incredible accomplishment. What was funny is the guy who I had this discussion with many years ago actually worked with Blake Shelton for years, and it just was kind of poetic that Blake Shelton was the one who became famous more not because he was a country music star, because he did country music hits, but more so because of his personality, because of his unfiltered online commentary, because of his social media. So we have a president, we have a famous country music star, TV star now doing it. So should you, be outrageous? Should you throw caution to the wind? You can do it. I'm always one, though, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, is it really worth alienating people as you try to grow your social media following just for the long shot potential reward? I don't think, and again, I never paid attention to it, that Donald Trump was outrageous on Twitter before he started running for president. Sure, he may say some outrageous things, and he used to say outrageous things on television interviews or when he went on the radio with Howard Stern or whatever it was, but nothing like he is now on Twitter. Some say it's unpresidential, and we'll see, but the rules are changing. So should you be you? Yes, you should. But I always like to keep it a little bit filtered. As I said, you can go through my social media and you get a good idea of who I am. I do a daily 60-second podcast that kind of gives you an idea as to who I am. But it's filtered because I know some things I say won't be taken well, can be taken, out of context, can upset people. And it's really not worth creating that much of a skirmish for what little reward there will be. So, should you go all out? Should you just throw caution to the wind? Again, I stay on the side of using social media to develop your business, your career, your personal brand, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, what's the old thing, a spoonful of sugar is better than a spoonful of vinegar? You attract a lot more bees with sugar than you do with vinegar. There are so many old-time colloquialisms to talk about that. The glass half full, the glass half empty. To me, the more people you invite, you engage, and that's what we talk about all the time. The more people you engage and you encourage to come and to connect with you, the better off you're going to be. That's the important part of social media, is the connecting with other people. And I think that's more important. Again, the shot at zooming up fast, the shot at growing a following fast may not happen that way. But again, I've always said we're in this for the long haul, not for the short term. And it may benefit a president, it may benefit a country music star, and a lot of other people who are out there and being outrageous online. But I always advise clients not to do it. Some go against it, and they sadly fade away. It may work. Being out there, being outrageous may work. We're seeing it happen right now. But what are you really trying to accomplish? Stop and think about that for a moment. Back next time with another No BS social media chat. Hey, you want to talk more about it one-on-one, face-to-face? We can do it. Phone number, email address, all coming up. You can always find us online, nobssocial.com, intensitymedia.com, kevinmasonmusic.com. We're out there, easy to find. Just wherever you found us this week, please come back for another episode of the No BS social media chat next week. Thanks so much.